Tesla, testing investors' comprehension and testing traders' hearts. It's the stock that has the wildest price fluctuation, the most shorted stock in the stock market, not this short stock, but shorted stock in the stock market. Basically, it's not for the faint-hearted. It is also one with a controversial, a visionary, some would say, CEO. Depending on which camp you are in. What is my personal take on Tesla? Now actually this video was intended for one video, but I had to explain the investing philosophy or the basic concept of what I understand is investing in my perspective, in my opinion, because it is crucial to know that before I give my thoughts on Tesla. If not, it will be taken out of context. Hope this explains. After typing my script or things I'm gonna share in a video, usually I will type that, after doing research, then I input all the data into this script-like thing, so I know what to say, when to say, and I will not miss out too much things. So usually these are about 2 pages long, but for this video's script or the things that I'm gonna share, when I type it up, it is 5 pages long, so I'm gonna break it down into 2.5 pages and 2.5 pages. So today will just be the front part. Now this is not a clickbait, so tomorrow there will still be one more upload. I will schedule it to upload the next day so that those who want to hear my thoughts on Tesla can also understand my thoughts on investing before putting my thoughts on Tesla into perspective. So now hello, Calebby here, back by popular demand. Quite a lot of comments were asking for my opinion or my thoughts on Tesla as a company, as an investor. Why do I put my money into Tesla and should they put their money into Tesla? Now I want to be clear that I am no financial advisor, no financial planner, no consultant of any sort, not investment advisor, no nothing. I'm just a regular Joe like you who is watching. So these are just my personal take on why I put my money into Tesla, and so much of it, so much like not millions of dollars, but so much like 56% of my holdings in the stock market are from Tesla alone. So it's actually because of 2 reasons that's why it's so much. First one was because of its market valuation growing. So when I brought it from $400, it was still pretty cheap, but the price as of like this week is hovering around $700. Then the next is during this crisis, the earlier part of it, as the prices of the stock kept dropping, I managed to purchase some more, but at a higher valuation than the $400 that I initially purchased. So like I shared before the intro, this will be a short video on my perspective of investing before the Tesla video comes out tomorrow. So for my perspective on investing, it would be, now actually I shared this before, but investing from Google, put money into financial schemes, shares, properties, or a commercial venture with the expectation of achieving a profit, like buying up properties, real estate, or a business. And as the value of the business or the real estate goes up, you make money, or as the property throws off cash in the form of rental income, or as the business throws off profits in your way into your pocket, those returns on your investment are a form of investing. Or another term of what Google defines as investing would be provide or endow someone with something with a particular quality or attribute. So it's like applying for a course or a study to get your graduate degree, etc., or picking up a skill. So you invest time and most of the time money as well in order to gain certain skill set or certain knowledge, or maybe just a certificate, so that you will be able to get more return in the future. So my short form or definition of what investing is would be to put something aside, to set a resource aside with the expectation of a future gain or a future increase in its value, or what it could provide in the future. So when I invest into anything as an investor, I believe, be it short term or long term, you will need to have a price point set in your mind. So you might not write it out, but in your mind there is a certain price point that you have or you expect this investment to be worth. So when you invest, it's only because there is a price gap between the market value or the current value and the price that you have in mind for it. So let's say you have this shady friend, but a trusted friend, shady but trusted friend who is able to somehow provide you with AirPods, the version 2 of the Apple AirPods for $50 each, and you got one piece to check it out. It is legit. You went to the Apple store to check. It is a legit unit, and then knowing that it's $50, you will go ahead to check out its current market price, and then knowing the cost price of this Apple AirPods to buy from your friend will be costing you $50, you would go and check out its intrinsic value, and its intrinsic value for this case would be the market price that they are selling these Apple iPods. So for this version 2 of Apple iPods, so I haven't brought it, or I'm not a geeky tech fan, Apple fan. The price range that I got for it was between $199 to $239, but let's say on Carousel perhaps you are able to sell it off for just $150 or even $100, then I would very well just go ahead and buy this Apple iPod from my friend, and if he has 10 units, I'll buy all 10, so I'll pay him $500, get all 10, and then over the course of the next few days I would sell off all these 10 units, and would be expected, if I sell them for $100 each, to make a profit of $50 over each unit, which is equivalent to a $500 profit. So this will be the return on investment. Now this would be a sound investment if everything is legal, of course, and if you are very sure there is a huge gap between the market price, the current market price, and the intrinsic value of the item, the product, for this case the shares of the company. So you should have your own price point for each individual company, what price you are willing to pay to buy the whole company, but divided up by the shares, of course. I mean, if you're watching this channel, you probably don't have billions of dollars to buy entire companies, but that's what shares mean. They are part ownership of any individual company that they represent, not a quick money making paper. Now a lot of people would follow their price point according to the market analysts. Now analysts are good and professional in analyzing stock, but they aren't good at analyzing companies. Why do I say that? Because you would probably seen before many times when, let's say, Warren Buffett or a very rich billionaire or some huge company, some fund manager begin to purchase or acquire certain number of shares in certain companies, most of the time what would happen is the analysts would mark up their target price for that company that was brought over, even though there is no change operationally or in terms of its sales to the company most of the time overnight as this purchase happened. Now you could argue that maybe for Warren Buffett, by buying over the company under his Berkshire umbrella, that company would be able to generate better returns. That's true in a sense, but for most other cases it's not the case, and the only reason stock analysts begin to move up their prices is because they are expecting the stock price to move up huge with such a backing or such a big buyer, which means that they aren't really valuing the company itself, the intrinsic company, that they are valuing the stock or the share which represent the company. See the difference? So stock analysts, what they do is to give out target prices of their expectation or prediction or speculation of the stock market, not a valuation of the company itself. But for me, for my case at least, trying to time the market, I believe, is futile because we would never know what tomorrow will bring. So like this situation, for example, who would have predicted it? I mean, except if you're Bill Gates, but even if you're Bill Gates, he actually based his prediction on certain facts that he had gathered from his foundation. So that's all on my perspective on investing. So I'll do up this video. I'll see if I can post it on Wednesday. If not, you'll see this on Thursday. Then Friday will be the one on Tesla one. Hope to see you around. If you're new to this channel, feel free to subscribe down below so that you do not miss our next upload on the Tesla, my thoughts on Tesla. If you are interested, of course. If you're not interested, also do comment down below. And if you like this type of video, feel free to like this video because it will help this video to get to more people, from in front of more people's screen. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay wealthy. See you guys next time.